So if you guys have been following me on like Instagram or on X, Twitter, you guys will know I've been catching up on a lot of reading material. HERMSAUR reading? What the? Recently, I've been reading a ton of manhwa and a ton of manga as well. The manga that I caught up to recently was One Piece. Super excited to what's to come, man. That is so good. Egghead is so good. And then I'm almost caught up to My Hero Academia as well. But there is a particular manhwa that I caught up to recently, and I'm excited because it's coming back really soon. And I kind of wanted to talk about it without much spoilers, and this is kind of me encouraging you guys to read it if you guys haven't read it yet. But I know the majority of you guys probably have read it already because you guys were telling me to freaking read it. I'm talking about The Beginning After the End. Tbate, The Beginning After the End, read by many of my friends like Rogers Base. This was an isekai that is, might I say, quite peak. It's really freaking good. I was reading it before. I was reading it when I was doing like the reactions of it and stuff whenever I could. But I felt like there was just like a lot of pressure to do it on the level of like my friends. But I just was not really into reacting to 5 freaking chapters a week, you know? It's a lot. It's a lot. I kind of just wanted to blitz through it. You know, I kind of just wanted to read through it and not wait. When I did read it, it was a lot of fun. But I had to go back and reread it because though I remember the majority of what happened from where I stopped, I felt like, you know, to do it justice, I feel like I should reread it. Now, I didn't do that with One Piece because that's like 1,000 something chapters. I'm not gonna do that. But at least with The Beginning After the End, there's only like 100 something chapters. 180? It's 186. I don't remember. There's about that much. And if you guys don't know what The Beginning After the End is, here's a quick summary. The Beginning After the End follows Arthur Lewin. Previously in his old life, he was a king. He ends up dying, gets reborn as a child into this new world of magic. In his old world, it was Ki, but in this new world, there's actually magic in this and that. So he finds himself being kind of like a swordsman and a mage. And, you know, of course, his family finds him to be like a prodigy because he's so good at such a young age. From there, he goes through these trials and tribulations where he gets separated from his family. There's things called the Beast Cores and the Beast Wills, and then him going to school. Of course, every isekai comes with a school arc. And then Arthur goes freaking dark, bro. Now, when we usually see isekai main characters and when they're overpowered like this, we're usually like, oh, to be expected, we understand this and that. But in this world, Arthur, even though he is the overpowered isekai protagonist, and even though he is stronger than humans, there is like other races and beings that are stronger than him. He has the potential to reach heights to equate or to even surpass those beings, but he has to work hard for it. So that's one thing that I really enjoy about this isekai, is that even though Arthur's a goddamn beast already, and like through the first beginning parts of this isekai, it's like him being overpowered, it goes into him actually having to work hard to be into the position where he can protect people. There's a few dark stuff that happened in this manhwa where I'm just like, bro, Arthur, please. And there's a lot of feel-good moments when you want someone to get their ass beat and they finally get their just desserts, you know what I'm saying? I do want to say that I really want The Beginning After the End to get an anime. I know it was a joke, people are manifesting it, right? We got Solo Leveling, right? For me, like when I was starting to get into manhwa, it was Solo Leveling, The Beginning After the End. It was these two that people kept hyping me up about. I should read Solo Leveling eventually once I catch up to My Hero Academia and Black Clover. Tbate needs a manhwa. I mean, we got Tower of God, God of High School. Solo Leveling was done really well. It needs to get the same treatment that Solo Leveling got, because Solo Leveling, I think they got a phenomenal adaptation. They need to do this with Tbate. Crunchyroll, do not touch it. But I think The Beginning After the End would make a phenomenal anime. Like it was such a fun read, dude. I fucked up my sleep sleep schedule last week because I was just reading it non-stop. And it was because the only time I get to read it was like after I ended my stream, which is like 2 a.m. And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna just scroll on my phone and read it until 5 a.m. and I work at 7:30 a.m. So I messed up my sleep schedule pretty badly. It was worth it. And I did the same thing with One Piece recently, so it's okay. Though I do think and I hope that this does get an anime adaptation, because I think it deserves an anime adaptation. And it was a really fun read. One thing that I really like about manhwa is everything is colored, and it's easier to understand sometimes than manga because it's colored. For a lot of time of manga, when I don't understand what I'm watching, I'm like, dude, I gotta wait for it to be animated so I can like see what's actually happening with the movements and stuff. And even when it comes to One Piece, which I'll probably talk about in another video, let me know if you guys like me talking like my thoughts about like after catching up to a manhwa. If you guys want something more in depth, please let me know in the comment section below. But I'm not very good at in-depth shit. I just like talking what's on my mind after I read it. And as you guys can see, I don't really post a lot of pictures and stuff because I know people got in trouble for posting screenshots and sharing from the manga and manhwa. So I don't know. I don't know what the rules are with manhwa. I got 2 strikes from sharing manga panels, so I don't want I don't want to touch it anymore. But I will say that I really like dude, I like this manhwa a lot. And if you guys have any other like isekai fantasy manhwa recommendations, please let me know in the comment section below. One that I was reading, I'll tell you guys real quick. I was reading Overgeared for a bit, but I after a certain point I wasn't feeling it. After a while I was 100 something chapters in and I dropped it, tbh. My wife is a demon queen. My wife is a demon queen. I like that one. I have a lot of the max level hero has returned. Yeah, just let me know some manhwa recommendations in the comment section below. I'm curious. Even some manga recommendations. In terms of manga, I really enjoy Hell Mode. I'll make a video on Hell Mode soon because God, I love that. Also, I was caught up in the hero summoning. I really like that one too. But yeah, those are my I'm just in a rabbit hole right now. Reading doesn't make sense to me either.